From a scale of 1 to 10, how high have the stress levels been this afternoon and evening?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would say like a 9.2. That first half, the tension, the house was silent. Our eyes were just on the screen, and there was barely any breathing. We were breathing quietly, as if that would affect the match.
I was doing it just then, actually. Just thinking about it, I was doing it right then. It was cagey as hell, but the result came out how we all wanted it to. Well, sorry. The result came out how the English wanted it to, and the Germans, they're going home.
Sucks to be them, honestly. I felt bad, but at the same time, no.
I actually loved what Rice said at the end. He said, so obviously we knew what we wanted to do, knock out the Germans, and obviously then progress as well. The number one thing is we need to get them gone.
Well, for how long? Everyone's been talking about the tension between England and Germany and this match and what it means and what it represents, and we smashed them.
Smashing is a strong phrase, but we beat them.
You say that, but Sterling, that was a smash.
You know what? It wasn't a smash. It was more of a smash and grab. It wasn't. We didn't smash them. We were quick 1-2 and we were off.
It's
Quick
true.
1-2 and we were off. Hey, NarendraTheComic again.
India.
No nonsense. We got nonsense. But we have the Euros today, and something historic happened. All right. We beat the Germans. And I say we. Normally with Spurs, I won't say we a lot of the time because it's a club. It's like I have affiliation with it. I love it. But with England, it's like, no, it's we. It's us. It's a family. It's just how it goes, you know?
Honestly, yeah.
And we did it. Over 50 years since we beat Germany in a competition format. 1966, baby. And I'm not going to start singing It's Coming Home because for me, I associate that personally with the World Cup, with 2018 being like, it might be coming home.
Gosh.
But the Euros is a close second. And if it can happen, it can happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Are you saying it's going to happen?
I want it to. I want it in my bones. I want it in my heart. It's at Wembley, right? It's like, I feel like because we've got that home advantage, it could happen, you know?
It could. I really think there's a chance it can happen. There are some tough games ahead, all right? Either Ukraine or Sweden next. And then in the semi-final, if we do get there, fortunate enough to get there, it's either the Czech Republic or Denmark. And Denmark, right now, are everyone's second favourite team, right?
Yeah.
Or favourite team if their team's already out. So that's going to be a tough match if Denmark do win that. And the final is looking like a real possibility, but it is going to be a hard game.
But I think our boys would take it.
Yeah.
Chest out, head up. They'd be like, let's go.
Against
Let's
Italy.
get it.
Against Belgium.
Yes.
Spain.
You know what? Everyone is behind. After the year that we've had,
Yeah.
I mean, for every country, this is going to be a big deal because it's going to be in Wembley. This is our moment. You know, this is how it feels. And I feel like I'm getting too worked up over this. But today was incredible. Like, it was so tense. And coming out of that half time, we were like...
They were cancelling each other out a lot. I think it was a very defensive performance from England, and it became way too cagey way too soon. Like, England came out good. They started well. They had about 3 or 4 minutes at the beginning of the game where they played well. But after that, Germany basically took control for 20, 25 minutes until the last 10 minutes of the half. And from that performance, I said, I'm seeing this being a 1-1 or 0-0 and going to penalties. And that was my prediction from the start, saying 1-1 to penalties and then whatever happens, happens. But when England came out in the second half, you could feel there was an impetus change.
Yeah.
Something happened in there, and I think maybe it was because of the situations that happened in the first half.
Yeah.
You know, like Rice getting a yellow card, Phillips getting a yellow card on half-time. I think Southgate might have just had a bit of a talking to them, saying, why are you doing that? You can't be doing that.
Sterling did a number.
Yeah.
And that really, God, the scream. We were jumping up. We were running about the place.
Well, not me. I wasn't running.
I was. It was
hurt my foot.
Spectacular. And then from there, KANE just banged one in there.
Yeah.
You know, it was... Honestly, for a long time, I didn't understand football. Genuinely. I was like, football... hooliganism, people whipping their tops off, beer spilling about. That's kind of what I thought for a reasonable amount of time. But in the past few years, football's come to embody something else for me. And you come out of a game feeling something special. Like, I understand why it's called the beautiful game. And today became a beautiful game.
It really did. And I think that's the thing. Some commentators and pundits will say once they've watched the game, I feel so tired, took so much out of me. When I watch football, as long as the result is okay, you just feel energized.
Yeah.
You feel like you can go for a run right then. There's something external that has affected you so much, even when you have nothing on the line.
Yeah.
Like watching the highlights of the France game yesterday against Switzerland, or the Spain game against Croatia.
Yeah.
It was heart-pounding stuff. It was crazy. And this is what football can do. So with the game overall, I think everyone put in a good performance.
Yeah.
No one had a bad performance. Shaw played a bit indifferent in the first half, but he came to prove himself in the second half and got an assist. It's shocking that Gareth Southgate has been able to do this with this team. It is, considering how he's relatively inexperienced. The things he did at the World Cup in 2018, they were expected. We weren't against very difficult opposition, and when we did face difficult opposition, we lost.
Yeah.
This time round, we beat the Germans.
Yep.
We got another game, and then the final. It can happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it can happen. And now that Kane's broken his duck and he scored that goal,
that first goal,
it's huge. And also Sterling. I have to give the props because I'm not the biggest Sterling fan in the world. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think he always shows up on the big days. For Man City or for England, I don't think he has done for a very long time. But he's proven me wrong, and I will gladly be proven wrong and make sure that your name will be up there with the greats of England for a very, very long time to come if this can be brought home. If it can be brought home, that guy, he should have his name plastered on the trophy. Single-handedly, almost, this man has pulled us through. There's been good overall play. Everyone's been playing decently. Kane has not been in and around the box enough. But when he gets an opportunity, he will score.
He's that guy.
But the problem is the way we play as a team, it doesn't afford those to him like it does when he plays with Spurs.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Sterling, very well done. Phillips, well done. Rice had a very, very good game. I'm glad that Grealish was on the bench and came on. He got his second assist of the tournament. But the back four, again, very, very solid.
Pickford today really did a spectacular job. He has nerves of steel. He was so calm and collected. You could see it in the way he was moving, how assured he was. He did the job, right? There was that potential from Muller.
Yeah.
And he just
Muller
punched
corner.
it out.
Muller corner.
He just punched it out and he got knocked down in the process, but he did it.
Yeah.
He did it himself.
Oh, no, that wasn't Muller.
Oh, no, forgive me,
that was
Muller.
Kai Havertz. That was a different one. But Muller
was
also
when
had a very good opportunity
and
where
it was too
it
close.
was just outside the post. And it was
Yes, it
very,
was.
very close. But it was the fact that he made the decision to come out and make himself bigger and imposing. It's as much of a physical game as it is a mental game. And he played the mental game. He actually plays better for England a lot of the time than he plays for Everton.
Really?
So he puts on the big boy pants and comes out and plays when he needs to play.
Maybe it's that he puts on the England shirt and he's like, I'm representing, and there's like this mindset change, and he's like, I'm going to get it done, you know?
You know, I think when we look back and we see the 2000s and early 2010s, that was England's best generation ever since 1966, 100%. That 10 years of 2004 to 2014, we had the best players in the world. Generally, we really did in every position. We had the best left back in the world at one point, the best right back, the best centre backs, the best midfield, the best holding midfield, the best attacking midfield, the best strikers, but we never did anything. And it wasn't for anyone's fault. It was penalties on a lot of occasions. It was not getting it across the line on other occasions. It was bad referee decisions on other occasions. But if this team does it, I'm not saying it's the most talented English team ever, but it's a good English team. And if they can do it, it shows
what this team has is that unity.
Yep.
Like you can see from the way they're moving, like they move like a pack, like lions, genuinely. You can see the way that they're perceiving things and the way that they're running together and the way that they refer to each other after the match.
they're
They
friends.
were talking. Yeah, of course. And you see it within them.
And they press so hard on the pitch. They really do press high. But I think something that's helped is the club game isn't as vitriolic as it was 10 years ago. It's not as, I can't play with you, I don't like you because you play for Man City and I play for United. Or you play for Liverpool and I play for Chelsea. Now it's much more mellow. So it's not so aggressive in that way. And I think those players who used to be like that have sort of come out of the game because times have changed and it's not so in your face.
Is it also less egotistical, I guess?
No, definitely not.
No?
Not less egotistical.
Never mind
Players
then.
they're full of it. They
But a
are
lot of
full
them
of
on
it.
this team are young, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe they're still coming into that part, so they're willing to give others
It's true.
a chance to do well with
It's a
what they
valid
can
point.
do.
It's a valid point. But good game, amazing result, and next round here we come. Anyway, guys, If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Sterling himself again gonna come after you doing the job on, off, again and again. You don't want that, do they want that?
No.
You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been India.
She's been on Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. Also bring the podcast means on to the same Punjabi. We also bring that. Yeah, see you tomorrow. More of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same once more. See you then. Skadoosh.